guys! Did you see me try and like hold my hands together? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Natasha Vilaseca and I am a LinkedIn consultant, however part-time, non-professional, not qualified therapist. Like I do a video probably once a month on mental health, stress, anxiety, answering all of your questions anonymously, but LinkedIn is the main topic that I cover on my channel. For those of you who are returning, welcome, thanks for coming back. Now today's video is one which is requested a lot by beginners because I think a lot of my other content is more advanced, it's a lot of sales navigator stuff, and I'm gonna go and revisit the basics. So today's video, there's gonna be 6 steps. Okay, so it's actually not 6 steps, it's 8 steps. I just counted it wrong. But you can count on me for LinkedIn, so don't worry about the lack of mathematical skills that I've just shown. To creating your profile, how to create your LinkedIn profile for beginners, 2021 edition. So I'm gonna go between me talking and then I'm probably gonna pull up maybe on the screen and show you exactly what I mean as I'm talking through the profile. Now, before we get into it, there's something else exciting that I wanna briefly mention. I've not put this anywhere yet, so I'll probably put it on my story at the time of uploading this video, maybe a little bit before, so make sure you're quick. But my LinkedIn crash course, it's a 7-day program, it is $100. I am going to be giving the next 25 people who enroll a free 20-minute session, which is basically going to be like an implementation pathway session. So if you enroll and you're one of the first 25 people from when I drop this video on my channel tonight, send me a screenshot that you've enrolled. I'll match it up because I can see on Teachable the order of people coming through. I'll send you a link to book in a call with me and you'll get a personal, private, one-on-one session with me to map out how we can actually attack your LinkedIn strategy this year. So that's that. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Number 1 is, what kind of account are you signing up for? I'm going to use a free account for these examples. Like I'm not going to go into anything that like uses any tools or features that are not available to you using a free account. However, you will have different options when you go to create your LinkedIn account. So it could be the free version, it could be Sales Navigator if you're wanting to generate leads and take that seriously. It could be a recruiter account if you're a recruiter. There's a couple different options. I would say stick with free first, unless you're part of a company and they're like, okay, Sales Navigator, they've already bought you your seat, then obviously that. But if you are just a beginner, you're signing up to LinkedIn, you've never used the platform before, you want to have it maybe just because you're looking to find a job or you want to start posting content or networking, whatever the reason may be, start with free, get used to it, and then you can figure out what paid subscription is best for you down the line. Once you have established that, which is step number 1, of course, step number 2 is your profile photo. Now, I actually, even though it seems like quite a simple thing, I get people overthinking this so much where they just don't put one because they're so overwhelmed, they don't know what kind of photo to use. I'm gonna make this really simple for you. Have a professional, clean headshot. When I say professional, it doesn't have to be a suit. If that's not your profession, if that's not how you would dress to go into work, you don't need to put on like a 3-piece suit in your profile photo. So don't have that kind of misconception of, I know LinkedIn is a professional platform, but professional doesn't necessarily mean suit. So you don't have to do that, but just make it clean, like a clear headshot, a good quality image in good lighting without a busy background. So preferably against like a clean wall, something where you can still see your face, which brings you on to the second part of the profile photo, which is try and make sure that your face fills around 60 to 70% of the actual, like, what is that even called? Of the like image space. Correct me, like the icon space, like make sure that your face fills about 70% of the frame. There we go, we made it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I actually had a client yesterday who is trained to be a LinkedIn coach consultant, so I'm taking him through some training, and he asked me about a client that he has, and he was like, okay, this guy has, in his profile photo, it's him in a plane, because he's like, he's a pilot part-time, he doesn't do it as a job, he just has his license, and he's in like the financial services, I believe. And my client was saying, is this like good, or should you not change it out for something just professional, like a headshot? But apparently this guy gets loads of people starting conversations with him because they're so intrigued as to why someone in finance is like in a helicopter or a plane in his photo. I can't remember which one it is exactly. So the point that I'm trying to make is that professional, amazing. If you have something that's a conversation starter, if it works well for you, use it. So I don't really think that you should put like a boundary or restriction on what your profile image can be. If you want some advice, just like DM me on Instagram, send me what photos you're thinking of putting up and I will help you pick, because I do that for all of my clients as well, so I'm happy to help. That is number 2. Number 3 is having a banner. This is free advertising space. Fill it, like it's free, you don't have to pay to put anything there, so you might as well use it. If you've got, it depends what profession you're in again. If you're part of a company, they might provide like materials which have the logo and like their branding, so everybody stays aligned and in sync. If you're like an independent, a creative, you have your own business, you're a speaker, a coach, whatever it may be, then good social proof would be you speaking to a crowd of people. Like if you're at a mastermind event, giving a talk or a speech, that would be a really good photo for you to use. I think I have that in mind. Yeah, I've got me speaking and then I've got another professional image as well, so they're side by side. And then I've got some text on the top as well, which says, I help business owners scale above and beyond $10,000 per month using LinkedIn. Message me to find out about my 8-week LinkedIn Blueprint coaching program. So I do a bit of self-promo in that as well, and I actually get a lot of in-mails and messages of people saying like, what's the program? Because I haven't got any information public, because it's application only. Go and get some inspiration. So why don't you find a few profiles of people who are in a similar profession to you, whose banners you like, and then go and get some ideas. Obviously don't copy, but you can take concepts and then make it work for your business or your brand. So that's number 3. That's number 3. Number 4 is headline. Now, the headline. What should the headline be? My headline formula for somebody who's just starting, to keep it very basic, is who do you help? How do you help them, and what's the biggest transformation that you help them achieve? So for example, business owners scale past $10,000 per month, biggest transformation. How? Using LinkedIn. So I've kind of just done that in a different order. That's how you can build your headline. Some people, if for example you want to go the social proof route, you could say like Forbes list 30 under 30, you could do top voice, you could do like TEDx speaker, like all of those different things. There's lots of different ways that you can form your headline. I'm not going to say some are right, some are wrong. The reason that I have that headline formula is because it tends to be keyword heavy in and it's aligned with what you do, who you help, how you help them. You want people to find your profile if they're searching for your products or services. So that headline helps boost you in terms of keyword ranking. So that's the headline. Number 5 is your about section. Now, this is the sticky one. This is the trap. Instead of writing a CV or a really boring list of your qualifications, try and make it a story. Like mine is very friendly, like there's a lot of personality in it because that's just me, and also I'm a people's person, and like what I do is work with people. So I want people to know what I'm like, my personality, and then if they like that, then they'll most likely be attracted to working with me. If they don't like it, then they won't, and that's better for both of us. So with your about section, don't be afraid to bring a little bit more personality to it. Have a bit of a backstory as to what your journey was before you got to where you were, and then obviously outline what you do now, potential clients that you can name drop if you have some big brands or companies that you've worked with, and then have some sort of CTA at the end. So have a call to action, whether that is like a soft CTA, so it could be DM me, like you could say like send me a message if you want to chat more. It could be check out like this interview, it could be whatever. Just have some sort of call to action, or tell people the best way to get in contact with you if they want to continue conversation. And that's like the best way to kind of form your about section. Again, a really good thing to do is go and have a look at industry standards, see what other people are doing, what's the norm, who are the people that are authority figures in your space, or people that are getting a lot of attention and doing quite well. See how they've done it and take inspiration from that. Number 6 is your featured section. So featured will not appear automatically if you haven't added it to your profile. So all you need to do is go towards the top of your profile, select add profile section, and then you can scroll down a little bit, you'll see featured, add to profile, and then what you can do is you can add a couple different formats of posts and content here. So you could add a PDF, you could add a web link, so to any articles that you've done, you could attach a link to any YouTube videos if you do YouTube videos. Whoops, let's go off Slack. And you can also pin posts that you have published to LinkedIn as well. So if there's a particular post that you want to pin to your featured section, you can also do that. So it's pretty cool. I would recommend adding that. So that is number 6. Number 7 is experience. So this is where you can note down your current or previous positions along with job descriptions. This is good for adding lots of keywords, and this is also good for if you are trying to find a job. When you apply to job listings or when recruiters are hunting for suitable candidates, they will be searching using keyword tools a lot of the time. So you can use this to your advantage and make sure that all of the kind of ideal skills or desired attributes for particular jobs that you're maybe looking for, if you have any of those skills that you've used in previous or current job roles, make sure that you include them. You've got the characters, go and use them. So that's the job experience section. Then we have number 8, which is skills and endorsements. So endorsement is basically like a like or somebody endorsing the fact that yes, you are good at the skill that you've added to your profile. You have up to 50 skills that you can add. You do not need to fill all of them. Do your best, but obviously there's no point in adding 10 irrelevant skills so people find you for like Adobe when that's not even something that you do and it's not relevant to what you're trying to do either. So add as many relevant skills as possible. Relevant is the key word here. And one side tip as well for your profile, build a list of say 10 to 15 keywords that are breadcrumbs. So they're breadcrumbs that are going to lead your ideal clients to you. So any keywords or phrases that potential clients would search when looking for you or your business as a solution, add those things down as a list, and as you are creating your profile, make sure that you incorporate as many of those words as many times as you can in a natural way to your profile throughout. So they are all the steps. I think I went into more than I said originally. Did I say 6 steps in total? And I think we've done like 7 or 8. But yeah, that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was useful for you. As always, please leave your video requests, recommendations down in the comments, and I will see you next week.